Listen, I'm writing a movie script about ninjas, right? But black people is not. It has nothing to do with black people a certain type of way because I love my black people. But how does a person desecrate soil? Now, you see, in ancient times, people used to teach. Even when I used to be in Asia, China, Korea, Japan, there used to be a lot of things. But how do you desecrate a soil? Because remember, in ancient times, people don't let people come on their land because certain things are sacred. So they don't want their foundation to be spoiled and cause certain things. Now, when you have things that's naturally urban, like an urban base, is sometimes is sacred to individuals in life because a person don't want somebody traveling and then mingling or getting into a situation with certain people, and then next thing you know, they don't realize the things that's going on because they're trying to be like everybody else, and it causes an even worse situation to occur. And then a person has to regard their reason of their foundation, and then a person doesn't want to be exposed when it comes to their foundation. Now, you got to listen to my verbal expression a certain type of way, even etiquette, because I'm a man that's very highly educated. Now, but how does a person desecrate soil? But it's just like having a ninja go somewhere, right? And then a ninja learns a certain type of art when it comes to his human condition and the physical reality. And then next thing you know, he goes and mingles or does something causing disorientation or disorderly conduct, or he goes and causes adulterous or slothful acts a certain type of way. Now remember, we're speaking about soil now. So when a person does something like that, that's even more detrimental, even in depth of reality of sacredcy, and a person has to really handle the situation because a person doesn't want to be blamed by foundation, and then a person wants to invade or cause an invasion on their land of sacredcy. So how does a person desecrate sacredcy? Even a person desecrate a temple is by desecrating the acknowledgement of one's habitation. Now, listen to the things I'm saying a certain type of way. Now, is by desecrating the habitation of foundation, is causing individuals to be inconvenienced in their life because now they got to go find which person desecrated the reason of their soil. How can I say this? Of their soul, because if somebody dishonors somebody's temple or somebody's land or somebody's house or somebody's dignity, legacy, or lineage, they gotta go find what caused the situation when it came to certain levels of existence. So now, an individual, say you teach a person that has a certain type of acknowledgement when it comes to sacredcy, and then they go say, oh, I'm gonna go sleep with this girl here, I'm gonna go sleep with this girl here, and then you have a house of an individual that been trying to find the sacredcy of another individual's house, and then they couldn't never get that information. This is the same type of situation I had with the I Ching when I wrote the I Ching document a long time ago, and then it caused a lot of turmoil between individuals because individuals had to get murdered at the time because individuals, that's a document that's meant for certain people, for certain type of habitation. And then when you have a person, when your house is perfect and you don't want nothing going wrong in the house because some things are certain delicate, and then you wonder in the paradigm of time, because remember the paradigm is the truth remains the same, just as with time. It's past, present, and future with light on, past, present, and future with lights off. Now you got to remember, now if a person goes and says, oh, I'm gonna go sleep with this person, I'm gonna go do this because they doing this, I could do this too. Now they already took on the mentality of other individuals that was careless when it came to sacredcy or forms of foundation. So a person has to be acknowledgeful about the situation a certain type of way, because you know how I make my YouTube documents and my YouTube, not documents, but my YouTube documentaries, and then an individual says, oh, this guy have a problem with certain people. It's not that I have a problem with certain people. I'm not going to tell you that if you did wrong a certain type of way, what you really did a certain type of way. Because, I don't want to speak about it, because if a person has to come see you for causing a person to step foot on somewhere they weren't supposed to step foot on, then it's going to be even more detrimental in the physical reality. And then when a person comes see you, they got to think about what they're doing a certain type of way, because they don't want to hurt their foundation in the physical reality, because by two wrongs don't make a right, but there's a way to deal with the wrong, because a person has to prepare a form of habitation. It's just like planting a plant. You got to make sure that everything is level, it's looking beautiful. It knows it's not going to grow all wild, it's not going to grow all over the place, but I'm going to make sure that I put the new enrichment a certain type of way, so certain things will never happen the next time, because I'm paying attention to what's supposed to be happening, even in the point of existence. But if you have a person that goes and thinks they have the mentality, says, I'm going to go over there, I'm going to go sleep with somebody over there that do what they're doing, and then a person sitting there like, them people over there, I used to speak to them, but I don't speak to them because they kind of ignorant. But them people over there, they can't come over here. But then why was that person over there doing certain things? And then when an argument break out in a restaurant, or an argument break out somewhere, and then a person doing something they're not supposed to do, and then a person says, how did that person know how to do certain things they weren't supposed to do? And then how did it work for them when it's only supposed to work for certain people? How did they end up knowing something and doing something when it only worked for certain people? That means somebody had to go do something that they weren't supposed to do, and then situations got to go be looked upon. They got to go search and research, and then they got to go ask questions. And then on top of it, if your soul base been everywhere, if something happens, a person wants to keep certain things sacred. They don't want things to be all over the place. So a person got to think about what's really going on. So how does a person desecrate a person's temple to foundation? By an ignorant person that's supposed to be keeping sacred does something a certain type of way. Close the door. Does something a certain type of way, and then next thing you know, certain things are done, and then an individual, even at the time, has to go handle the situation. So a person got to think about the reason of their existence and the reason of habitation, even in the physical reality, because you have people that hear certain things, and then another person wants you to have that wild emotion, uncontrollable vibrational current when it comes to their matter in the physical reality, so they can have an excuse to make a great getaway. It's just like you have somebody that always on soil that's low current, and the reality, and then they go desecrate a person's consecration, and then a person says, none of the things that I deal with a certain type of way ever does that. Now people see the reason why certain things are certain type of ways. It leads up to certain things, even in numerals and physics, even in the physical reality, and then a person got to go handle the situation. Now it inconveniences a situation because it makes the situation more nervous than the reality, because something's already out there a certain type of way, and then a person got to go deal with it. Now, a person doesn't want their sacredcy to their foundation to be exposed or desecrated, so they keep their things sacred. But if you have things that are misplaced and they do unsacred things, then another person has to be responsible to what's really going on in life, because they got to make sure they protected their foundation, even in life, when it comes to their legacy, their lineage, their bloodline, and when it comes to their sacredcy. when it comes to the natural habitation of one's social education. So this is why certain things are important and certain things aren't important. This is why you have a person that tells, oh, you live in the ghetto all your life. You have people that want to wear people out. Oh, you live in the ghetto all your life. You don't care about certain things. A person wants you not to care. So it's just like a father sends a child to school and then he says, yo, listen, when you're in school, pay attention, do everything you got to do. Make sure nobody does nothing wrong while you're in school and you don't do nothing wrong. And make sure you pay attention if you see something wrong happening, that you're responsible not to be involved in it. And on top of it, to tell somebody if you know you see something wrong. A person says, why would your parent tell you that? Oh, you snitch. It's not you snitch because you have a person that come from another school or people that plotted. So they say they don't want you to go to school to know what you're supposed to know. So when you're not there when a person going to get certain things from your school and you're not there to know the difference or to regard it, then it's even more danger because another person that was supposed to be responsible being there ain't there. And then when a person, they would have seen somebody there, they wouldn't have did it. And the next thing you know, you don't care about your school. Then somebody invades your school. Then there's another type of situation because you don't care about your habitation. That means you don't care about your life. Now, a person's supposed to care about their life to a point to know the reason of their historical event, of the reason of their existence. Because a person's a part of certain things, and some people don't know, but some people are still a part of certain things, even in a sequence of time, even in physics. Now, this is why a person got to be really educated to understand what I'm really saying. And this is why certain people don't say certain things. Because a person says, when it comes to foundation, why get so aggravated? I'm not going to walk outside barefoot to get my foot cut. I'm not going to track my blood all over the floor. And then on top of it, we on the earth. So a person has to understand the reason of their education and the paradigm of time. It's not that a person feels, a person doesn't want to be exposed, or a person doesn't want certain secrecy to be to cause the reasons of misconduct or disorderly conduct. You understand what I'm saying? Some people have to understand the reason of an education. I just got up for the day and I just came outside. But you have people that for some reason it's hard for them to understand because they want to manipulate a certain type of way. There's no manipulation when a person's gonna blame you first. So if you're irresponsible, how could you be irresponsible and then want to go travel to other people? And it's just like a person says in the year 20 something, it's gonna be urbanized all over the world. What? You telling me everybody gonna be bare ass and naked? You know, ladies, listen, I'm gonna be real. That's a wonderful idea, but there's too many men around. But you know, I love my children. But you know, like I said, there's too many men around, so that can't happen. But if there's not men around, then you know, you better hope all these cars don't got gadgets and nigga says, well, I'm gonna go get me some pussy, some quick, easy pussy with it. And then next thing you know, you give a girl $1 million to go pay a bill. And then next thing you know, she goes somewhere and then she gone. Then you got a bunch of men that gotta come back to the planet. That gotta come back to the planet where's the money for the house? Why is the house telling on everybody? Why is the house telling on everybody? Because which one is it? Is it foundation or she just wanted to tell on everybody? Because which one is it? Is somebody giving away my vibration to my love, or is my love doing wrong to me? A person got to think about what's going on even in education to know the reasons of physics, even of humanity. So a person, listen, let me tell you something, man. I don't have nothing against, listen, I'm an indigenous Indian. I deal with refinement matter. I even refine dark matter. But I'm just telling you something. It's just like looking at something and then saying, oh, why is that there? That person not don't hang out over there. This person asking me all type of questions, looking at me like they want to do something, and then they want to go hang out with that person. No, 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 no. You like, no, 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 no. I can't see that happening right there. You understand? A person says, no, 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 no. And then you have people that have things that's sacred even at certain times and sacredcy in a paradigm that can't take a chance for certain things being so. Now I'm a person, I tell you, you just give me 5 minutes, and then we don't even gotta say too much. A person says, I'm super up on the situation right now. You don't even, some people may not even understand. A person says, I'm super up on the situation on sacredcy right now. So a person can't even tell a person, I can't tell you, my habitation is wonderful. I'm a wonderful man. But I'm not going to explain myself to you. I'll just come outside, hoping that you're just stupid, you don't say nothing. And then I'm just looking at the situation like, oh my God, why individuals catching heart attacks and telling individuals, there go heart attacks over there. And then you got to go call a certain enrichment of respect and say, listen, can I get some love? Can I get some, can I get something, please? 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 For real. You know what I'm saying? A person can't tell a person what's going on because a person got to cover their situation. Yo, baby, come through, this and all that. So, no, you okay? Yo, when you go outside, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody you came over here. Don't speak to nobody. Just go straight home. You know what I'm saying? Another person can't do it because overall, I cover all star charts. I refine all star charts. Another person you can't let your emotions or what I do be thinking that you could do the no. Because now a person, soon as you have that idea, that vibrational current of it being out there is going to happen. A person got to know how to regard the reason of their habitation, of their social education, and especially how to honor the reason of their existence when it comes to their own comfortability. That's all I can say, man. You better think about what I'm saying, and you better get smart about your situation. But that's all I'm going to say. Love one.